Hey there guys, what's up? Slicer Spills coming at you with another video. This time, uh, I guess you could say an operating system tour. I'm taking a look at AntiX or AntiX OS, as you can see here. It's an operating system based on Debian, specifically for older computers. So I had an old Pentium machine sitting around the house here, and I wanted to see if maybe I could repurpose it for a family member who wanted another separate computer for them. So I took a look at this small operating system. Um, it's called AntiX. It's free, of course, because it's Linux. Very small. You can run it off a live CD if you want to try it out. And it's just been fantastic on this older computer. So you can see here, you get some of the basics on your desktop. You get the browser, files, video, music, terminal, right, which is pretty much just LibreOffice. So the terminal, Rox term, ROX, you get this cool little color thing going on here. But yeah, as you can see here, this is just the system at idle. It's using 8% of the CPU and 69 out of the very small 246 megabytes, of RAM in the system. So it runs very lightweight. I have yet to run into an issue with this. I mean, I could potentially use this computer for a lot, even with how low spec it is, because you can see here the CPU is a Pentium 4 single core, and it's very slow, but nonetheless this system runs pretty well with AntiX. So enough talking, let me just go ahead and open up maybe a web browser here. You can see it's still not the fastest thing in the world. Don't expect it to, you know, save your old dying computer, but nonetheless it definitely makes it usable, opposed to such as like something like Windows 7 running on here. So then this is your default browser. It's Iceweasel, also known as Firefox, just the Debian version, and it's pretty quick. I mean, I can load pages pretty fast. I mean, it's not unmanageable. Scrolling suffers a lot, but nonetheless, if you had to use this PC as your main system, yeah, it probably wouldn't be very fun. However, don't forget, this isn't the operating system's fault. I mean, when you look at what I'm running on, this is actually pretty decent. I've ran this in a VM with more specs, and the operating system just performs outstanding. If I ever get another computer, maybe I may even consider AntiX, just because of the fact it's so lightweight and so it takes such a small load on the system. So on your menus here, you get the same old that you see in pretty much every Linux distro. You get the terminal, file manager, web browser editor, which is just LeafPad, screenshots, applications. You got, you know, accessories, games. Oh, they got Jeweled. It's my favorite game. Graphics, you get a few things. The one thing I do really like about this menu is you can actually use your scroll mouse wheel to move this up and down. So that's fun. You got LibreOffice Draw, some graphic editors, some basic photo things. I don't expect to be doing any photo editing with this computer, because that's just going to be a nightmare. Under Internet, you get a few mail clients, couple web browsers, FTP, and I like this, you get transmission for torrents, and then the other basics there. Then you get the entire LibreOffice installation with default. Well, you can choose what you want installed at the installer menu while you're installing this to the system itself, but most of this stuff comes with it if you leave all the defaults. Now, it also comes with gparted, some of the other basic things, but all I can say is after using this operating system for about 2 days now, I'm very happy with the performance. I mean, just the fact that I can idle at, like, you know, barely any RAM usage and down like slow CPU. I'd say it's a great desktop for any old computer that you have lying around. This machine's actually 12 years old. I remember this was my first computer I ever got over 9 years ago, maybe more. So, good memories, and it's nice to see it back to life actually doing something. So again, AntiX is the operating system, and I'll go to their website here. They have a wiki and some forums as well. I'll have to look into those error messages. That wasn't there before. That just started as soon as I started screen recording, of course. But the website is antix.mepis.com. And this is like their wiki page, pretty much. You get some documentation where you can download. I recommend downloading the torrent version just to help them out on bandwidth costs and such. I don't know if they have bandwidth costs, but, you know. It's just nice to help them out there. And, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want more in-depth. I can do more in-depth testing on this OS. But until then, that's my basic overview of AntiX, the operating system for small computers.